Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, I certainly wouldn't be on YouTube as much as I am. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys who've been sending me all kinds of updates, pictures of your food, pictures of you drinking sangria and everything else. Guys, we're 30 minutes away from kickoff. I can't believe it. It is finally here. Those 9 months have literally just flown by for the offseason for us. Looking at our quarterback, Dak Prescott, 3,667 yards, 23 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. I'm looking for big things from him tonight. I'm looking for our team to do really, really well. I just can't wait to finally get this thing going on. I want to thank everybody. I'm sorry when I was setting up earlier, I ended up getting the live stream going by accident. You know, I'm old, technology challenged, and I will always mess up. I see Sven over there from Germany. How you doing tonight? We got Sarah Green. Sarah, great to see you. Deontay, Matt, Steve, Michael, Dallas Cowboys for life, Dingo, Rudy CR7. How are you guys feeling? Are you nervous? Are you anxious? Are you just ready to get this thing on? Matt, we're doing fantastic tonight. We've got our taco for pulled pork tacos for Taco Charlton. We got our chicken wings. We got our Cuban cigar. We got the good rum. We got Jobu, and we've got all of you guys here. I'm excited. I'm happy, and I'm ready to go. Argentina, Tobias, how are you doing tonight in Argentina? And the NFL doesn't think that football is a worldwide sport. Well, looks like we've got people from all over the world tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Matt, you're pumped. I'm pumped too. I am literally just about shaking here, ready to get this thing going. Funny, I don't see our giant trolls right now. Well, Jake, thanks. I appreciate that. Sarah, I know you're excited. How you doing, LBK? Let's go. Oh, God. It's like literally, can we just kick this thing off like right now and get going? Because I'm hyped up. I've got my note. Boy, can't even hold on to it. My notepad right here, so that way I can take some notes from the first half. We can talk about it at halftime. Hopefully, we'll be up real big and see what adjustments we need to make. We know Odell Beckham will not be playing tonight, and that's big for the Giants not having him. That really changes the complexion of their offense, not having him on there. We also know Darren McFadden is inactive tonight, which is kind of a surprise. You figure that Alfred Morris or maybe even Ron Smith would end up being inactive, but it's Darren McFadden that's the guy who is not playing tonight. So we're going to see what the game plan is. I'm hoping to see Zeke eat heavy and often. Blue Stars. So you're saying the giant trolls are scared? Yeah. Chlorine Bleach isn't in here. Cruising isn't in here, and the rest of that family, I don't know where they're all hiding. Brian, what's up? The Dallas Cowboys up against the New York Giants. So I'm just curious. As you see the dogs run through and you see the Mike's Lemonade go passing through the camera there. I got my son down here and my wife, of course, and yeah, the camera's right. No, you're not in camera, but as you pass your bottle through, it went on there. No, your foot is in, actually, Michael.
I don't care about my foot, it's my face.
Okay. Nobody but me and the dogs want to be on camera, but that's all good. Any games out there surprise you guys today? I would have to say the big surprise would be the Rams actually having an offense scoring over 40 points and Jared Goff looking like an NFL quarterback after he had the good old bust label last year. Seattle looks like they have a lot of work to do. No, Seattle got beat by Green Bay in a very ugly game. Lots and lots of ugly football today. But what I always tell people is don't get too excited about what your team does the first couple of weeks, and don't get too upset about what your team does the first couple of weeks, because it takes a while for teams to really get their stuff going and settle in. truth be told, the first couple of games are really preseason. As we know, the 4 preseason game, you only have the guys that are basically getting cut playing. The third preseason game, your starters are only playing a half a game. Before that, they're only playing a couple series. So the teams really haven't played much together. So don't get too excited if we happen to go out and blow out the Giants. And don't get too upset if we happen to lose to the Giants. You'll remember we lost to the Giants to start last year, and we ended up going 13-3. So still, it's important because it is a division game. You win this one, you're basically 2 games up on the Giants. So it's important. We want to win, but win or lose, it's not the end of the season. Oh, Josh Norman. Josh Norman had an interception in his hands and dropped it. Yeah, I've never been one of those guys that are really big on a whole lot of trash talking and everything. I believe you let your play on your field do it, but because you open yourself up to a lot of ridicule if you don't deliver. And the Redskins, man, they did not deliver at all today. They looked really bad. And right now, the Redskins look smart for not signing Kirk to a long-term deal. I had my friend Greg over here, who's a Redskin fan, and man, him and his friends on Facebook, they are ready to run him out of town. I literally tar and feather the guy. Um, their big hope was hope the Cowboys lose tonight, so they're feeling kind of bad right now. And then I had my other friend over here, who's a Denver Bronco fan, who thinks that Denver's going to light him up next week, but if we've learned anything about this week, it's quarterbacks make all the difference in the world. If you don't have a quarterback, you're not going to do much. Steve, nothing happened to McFadden other than they just made him inactive. You can only end up having so many people active on the game roster that you can actually use, and then you have some that are inactive. They just decided to make Darren McFadden inactive for this game. What's happening, Paul? Dallas Cowboys. Nice to see you, Jason. Oh, there's Daniel. Daniel, you're saving your trash talking till the end of the game. Well, I got to be honest with you. You've been doing a whole lot of trash talking for months now, buddy. So I can't be. I'd be surprised if you had any left. David Johnson won't play against us week 3. Okay. What about Cooper? Cooper, actually, I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you. I did not check to see who was listed as the backup quarterback, but I'm hoping that's not something we have to worry about or deal with. I think Moore is actually the backup as well. Um, yeah. So update from Michael Holmes that this just in from Michael Holmes that Kellen Moore is the second string quarterback. Chlorine Bleach, welcome back, buddy. I'm glad you can't wait and everything tonight, man. It's finally here after all of the off season, all of the practices, all the training. Tony Romo, is he going to stay or is he going to go? All of that stuff is done and out of the way. Mike, I'm nervous too. I'm nervous and excited. I've got, okay. I got a comment earlier about my jersey. No, it's not a Jason Garrett jersey. No, it's not a Kellen Moore jersey. It is a Cowboy Joe Boo for the 17th season. Okay, every year I get a jersey for Joe Boo for each year. Starting with the 2013 season was the first one I got. Got one for 2013, one for 2014. Didn't get one for 2015, and we know how that season ended up, 4-12. I got one. Excuse me, not 2014. The 2015 season, I didn't get one. We went 4-12, and one game away from what?
We won and one. Anybody could win it if they won one game.
Well, true. Okay. Regardless, every year I get a new jersey, so next year will be 18. Okay. Dallas Cowboy locker room huddle. We're going to destroy the clowns. Okay. I'm hoping we do, but I'm not going to put it out in the universe there. Is Ryan Swister? He is on the active roster, yes, and we should be seeing his debut tonight. James, I'm glad that I helped you get through the offseason, but I got to tell you, you guys helped me get through the offseason because, it's kind of like Game of Thrones. When winter is coming, it's hell. You don't have these games. See, for me, I started out Friday night with the pork shoulders and getting those seasoned up and ready. I was up all last night, barbecuing and things, and just getting the house ready for football. It's kind of like a weekly ritual, and when the season's over, it's like something's missing. I mean, it would be almost like me not having my lovely wife. That's how much you miss football. That it's like family. It's like friends. It's huge in our lives. So being able to talk to you guys about what's going on, good or bad, about the Cowboys, helped me get through the season. Helped make it go through quicker. Oh, Eric, man, I wish I were at the game right now with you too, man. If I were a rich man, I would have one hell of a tailgating machine. I would be there barbecuing my ass off, pouring shots of rum left and right, smoking Cuban cigars, spreading the mojo for the Dallas Cowboys, man. Ah, I envy you being at the game. So, yeah, no Darren McFadden. And I'll be honest with you, as far as Darren McFadden goes, I believe Alfred Morris actually played better in the preseason than Darren McFadden did. I agree, Isaiah. Feed me. We definitely need to feed my man. Oh, come on, Nick. Why are you going to be like that? You going to tell Mama to burn her Cowboys blanket, dude? Come on, man. Football is family. Dez will get shut down tonight. Okay. Well, chlorine bleach, I'm actually thinking the exact opposite. I think that Dez Bryant and Dak Prescott are going to be one hell of a combination this season. For them to finally have an off season to work together, get a repertoire, for Dak Prescott to have more of the playbook open to him and getting comfortable, you're going to see a big, big improvement off of last year, which was a Rookie of the Year record-breaking season. So I am looking T.J. Watt Rookie of the Year, huh? I'll be honest with you, Jose. I didn't see what he did today. I'll have to look that up. What I do know is my boy Calais Campbell went off in Jacksonville. So all you guys that said that I was an idiot about wanting Calais Campbell to be our war daddy, you know what? You were wrong. You look at our team last year. His 4-sack performance today beat dog. Chill. His 4-sack performance that he had today beat most of what our guys had for the whole season. Oh, you got it, man. Matt, Joe Boo definitely gets his refill tonight, and we are opening up his special bottle. This is only for game day and only for Joe Boo. So, anybody touches this bottle other than Joe Boo, they got something coming. Well, I know it's very bad to steal Joe Boo's rum, but I'm just going to get a little taste of it. There we go. That one's for me. So, we are ready. We are 17 minutes away from kickoff. Yeah, Dallas Cowboy for life, definitely. Football is back. Odell's out kicking the net. Yeah, I love that too. How about the Cowboys? Thanks a lot for the super chat, buddy. Um, I can't explain who they made inactive tonight. I mean, that's a team decision on what game plan they're going. They figure, okay, we'll make Cooper Rush inactive because Dak Prescott is going to be there, and Kellen Moore maybe knows the playbook better. That's all I can tell you. I wasn't invited to that meeting, so next time if I am, I'll be sure to let you know. No, I won't be streaming the game. What I'll do is I will be here at halftime, and I will do a post game stream. It's just too much to try and live stream here. And if you actually show highlights of things, the NFL will basically cut down your channel, and that's not worth the risk of trying to do something like that. Some of my good buddies that do a lot of YouTube as well have been doing a lot of clips and things like that, and the NFL is getting better at this, and they're getting fast and swift on shutting your channels down. So I can talk about the game, I can have the game on, but I won't be live streaming it. Odell's a crybaby. Okay. Um, our defense is going to surprise. You know what? Everybody's talking about how bad our defense is going to be, but they've been saying that every year since the 2013 season when we were the worst defense in the NFL. But quietly, we went from 32nd to 19 to 16, and we actually, in point scoring during the regular season, we were fifth. It's steadily gotten better as Rod Martinelli has been able to get his kind of guys on the defense and work with them. Now, there's not a lot of name guys that are on the defense, but the thing that Rod Martinelli does really well is he takes guys that are no names and makes them something. Um, and having Steven Paya, I think, is a great example of that. He's a guy who did great when he had him in Chicago, but then he went to the dumpster fire, the Washington Redskins, and he ended up basically doing nothing. And then he went to Siberia, i.e., Cleveland, and the same thing in a 3-4 defense where it is not his style of play. He's a 4-3 defensive tackle, and I think that he's going to shine. You got Collins in there who had a fantastic year last year. You've got DeMarcus Lawrence, who is finally healthy, and I think he's going to have a year like he did 2 years ago, his breakout year. So nobody's talking about those kind of guys. Even Tyrone Crawford had over 4 sacks last season, even playing with a hurt shoulder. He's finally healthy and back on the field. I believe with the addition of Taco, he's still a rookie, but I think Taco is going to surprise a lot of people and be a lot better than advertised because of that first step of his that's so quick. As he starts to learn this defense and learn these moves and stuff, I think he's going to become a beast. But then again, I may be a bit of a homer. Well, Alex, you just hit the nail on the head because the thing that's amazing is for Dak to have done as well as he did last year. Um, OTAs, you get 1 rep of practice. You didn't learn much getting 1 repetition of practice. And going to training camp, he was third string until Kellen Moore went down. Then he moved up to second, and it was fortunate the way it happened because Tony Romo would always take a day off, during the week, which meant he finally got some more repetitions with the first stringers and he didn't play much in the preseason. So he was able to get a lot of work in, per se. Still, not that much in comparison to what a starting quarterback would have the whole offseason. So the fact that he came out and played as well as he did is actually a testament to him. Now, that he's had a whole season, a whole offseason to work with all the guys, as well as not only with the OTAs and training camp, he also worked out with wide receivers on their own. Literally at the end of the season, he was already working out and working on his game, working on his mechanics to try and get better every single day. And that's the kind of guy that you want, who's hungry and doesn't settle for saying, okay, I did great last year. All I got to do is show up. That's the problem you've had with guys like RG3, who, I had a great first year. They relax. Hey, I'm the man. No, Dak Prescott still acts like he could lose his job tomorrow. And I love that about him because no matter how good you are, you can always get better. Um, I think they could probably use Switzer mostly on kick returns. I can't explain that one. How about the Cowboys and Jonathan Cooper? But you're right. My man is injury prone. Um, I'm always nervous for a game. Till that game kicks off, I'm always kind of hyped up. Like I've already had some coffee here. Um, the thing you got to realize with football is anything can happen, and it usually does when you least expect it. You know, raise your hand if you saw New England losing the game, season opening game. Raise your hand because I guarantee you nobody really did, or nobody at least said they did. Um, Raise your hand if you saw the Rams scoring 47 or 49 points today. Shit's crazy. I like that. Zeke's revenge tour begins in 15 minutes. That's a good one. Well, how about the Cowboys? The problem with Sean Lee was I don't know if he was injury prone as much as he was just injured and never got a chance to get healthy. They say his knee had been screwed up from college, but he never got it worked on. And until he finally got it worked on about after the bad injury 3 years ago, it was always a problem. Now they got it worked on. He's been pretty well, doing pretty well, with the exception of having those concussions last year. That's one of those things that you worry about are those concussions. Once you get one or two, they're easy to get the next ones. 10 minutes away, guys. I don't know, Matt, if that's karma or not, but it's kind of funny because, think about a month ago where the Giants fans were. They were like, yeah, Zeke's not playing. We got our whole team. We're going to blow out. And here it is. Zeke's playing, and their best player, Odell, is out. It is kind of interesting. That's all I can say. How you doing tonight, Kimberly? Dak throws 3 picks. Are we talking about for the season? Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, man. Be kind to the Redskins now. Come on now. It's only the first week. Um, I can't believe it's here either. And we've got the new intro coming on. White Mamba, you're in Florida. Hey, man, prayers to you guys, man. Keep your head down and be safe out there. Hasn't started yet. We got about 9 minutes to kick off. Ronaldo, well, hey, I'm glad you're from DC too, man. You're basically one of my neighbors. Well, thank you, Demarcus. Appreciate the subscription, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Alex, that RG3, the thing with RG3 was that was the perfect storm. It was a new offense, the pistol, which NFL coaches didn't know how to go deal with. And RG3 was healthy with that great leg, and he never really had to be a pocket passer. Once he couldn't run anymore, and defensive coordinators realized, knocked the snot out of him, that changed the whole complexion of the pistol offense. Australia in the house. Queensland, Australia. Craig, welcome to the Joe Boo Sports Report. We are truly worldwide with Dallas Cowboy fans. We've got Australia, we've got Argentina, we've got Germany, we've got England. Wow. What time is it there in Australia right now? We got 7 minutes, guys. So you can have 300 yards. The trolls will blame Odell for being out as the reason. You're right about that. Philip, welcome from West Virginia. Shout out to you. Oxnard, nice. Missouri, San Antonio. Eli throws 4 picks. Well, that's not a reach. Canada's in the house. Atlanta. At Michaels calling the king. Okay. Odessa, Texas. Hot dog. North Carolina. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate that. Got the United Kingdom here. Damn, we are all over the place. We got Houston, Austin, Texas, Philippines. Damn, Detroit, Marshall, Texas, North Kakalaki. I love that. Um, Cowboys just ran out of the tunnel. Thank you, Kimberly. Albuquerque, New Mexico, California, Fort Worth. Damn. Let's just say we got everybody across the world. How about that one? Damn. Wyoming, Stephen, Texas, Dallas, Juniper, Benson, Arizona. Wow. It still amazes me, and I know it's because I'm old, man. But the internet is a fantastic tool. The fact that we can be talking, having conversation with people that are in Australia, England, California, all over the world at the same time, it's still crazy. Eagles troll alert. Fiji's Islands. Wow. Shout out to the Fiji Islands. Okay, guys. We're getting ready to get it on. We'll stay here till the kickoff, and then we are out. Mozambique. Wow. Hawaii. Cedar, Utah. Port Arthur, Texas. Finally dry. Glad to hear that. Kuwait. Okay. All right, Beef Wellington. Mars, really? Really? Well, Brian, I tell you what, when the Raiders go to Vegas, I am definitely going to be there for whenever the Cowboys play. You can bet on that one. Well, it'll be worth it. Um, why aren't an analyst or something? You do a better job than I appreciate that. And if you know any sports channels that need a sports analyst, hook a brother up and just pass that information on. I just do this for the fun of it. I love studying football. I'm a student of the game, and I'm blessed enough to be able to do different events and stuff with the NFL. But I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. Brittany, I like that. Cowboys 35, Giants 17. New Zealand's in the house. Um, best NFL guard, not in the NFL. Okay. Um, all right, Matt. I like that. Well, Adrian, Joe Boo's done everything he can. He's got his rum, he's got his cigar, he's got his chicken wings. He's been around the Cowboys, spreading the mojo. Let's just hope it works. I am so excited about this season. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Um, Regardless of how the season goes, our Dallas Cowboys are definitely learning how to build a team the right way. You look at the talent that's on the field. You look at the enthusiasm of the players. You look at how they are holding themselves up, with the exception of the stuff with Zeke Elliott. These guys, you can tell, are actually a tight knit group, and they're going to play for each other. And I think that they have what I call the bunker mentality. It's us against the world, and I think that they're going to play really, really well. I can't guarantee that they're going to go all the way, but they have all the ingredients there on paper to be able to make a run. It's all going to be up to the football gods which way the ball bounces, if they can get some calls their way, if they can have a little bit of luck, and our coaches don't mess up. And it's really difficult. As much as guys like Stephen A. Smith say, they haven't been to the Super Bowl in the last 22 years. Well, quite frankly, there's about 20 teams that haven't been to the Super Bowl in the last 22 years. There's only been 51 Super Bowl championships. You can look at it as there's 31 failures every year because only one team wins it all. And you have to have everything line up perfectly to have that happen. A moment of silence for everybody in Houston and now in Florida. Okay, we got the national anthem on. We are almost at game time. National anthem going on. Uh, Spray bottle, please. Oh, we're still on. All right, guys. That's the national anthem is done. It's about to kick off. My heart is pounding like crazy. Oh, boy. Let's get the flags off the field, and let's get this thing on. So we'll get it kicked off, and then we'll exit, and we'll be back at halftime. As much as I would love to live stream it to you guys, um, as much as I would love to live stream the game to you guys, I mean, I see Bangladesh and all these different places. If I do, my YouTube channel will get shut down. You can't live stream. You always see the good old warning from the NFL about, broadcasting this without prior written consent. They mean that stuff. You can literally just take like one play from a game and put it out on a video and get a strike. And you get 3 strikes, your YouTube channel's gone. And I don't want to lose the channel. So I'm sorry that can't live stream it. I wish I could to you, but that's just one of those no-nos. But here we go, guys. It is about to kick off, and I will see you guys at halftime. I am excited as can be. It's finally here. 9 of their last 11. Each team passed out of the playoffs last year by Green Bay. Aldrick Rosas, a rookie, will make his. We are receiving the ball, guys. Let's see, a nice long drive with ending with a touchdown. Thank you, Matt. Whew. All right, let me get my pillow. Let me get my football. Let me get rowdy here. And the ball is up in the air. It is kicked off, guys. Ryan Switzer, his first action, gets it to the 24-yard line. Thank you, guys. I'll see you at halftime, hopefully with some good news.